I'm CT. When I'm not hosting podcasts, I live in the real world. I mean, everybody has to work, right? My job is CS, customer service, solutions, relationships, and generating motivation to keep my team pumped up and connected to every single guest who steps into that store. They're on a mission. How are you going to participate with it? How are you going to engage with them? How are you going to make it an experience so they can come back again and again? This is C.T.C.S, episode number 49, Stolen Electric Carts and Missing Car Keys. I think before anybody goes to work, they should take a transition walk. They should be able to have that free space where they go from being the father or the mother figure at home or just a single person, and they've got to become then boom, once they walk through that business door. It's not always the act of always trying to be positive. It's more about the act of being productive. And we poison ourselves because we allow our doubts and fears and our lack of wanting to do anything with energy in it to control everything that we're doing. So I do the transition walk to get me into the mindset of putting myself out there in front of people and to serve them. And by the way, this is my first transition walk since the doctors have set me free with my Achilles tendon. The injury's been going on since April. We've talked about it a billion times, but now it looks like everything is doing well. Okay, headed into the store. Gray day, senior day. Light rain showers, one of those kinds of days. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. The reason why is because it tends to slow people down from coming inside, and there's nothing worse than working at a grocery store when you don't have any people coming in. So here we go. Day number 1 of 4. How's the body going to hold up, even though I've been turned free from the doctors? I believe in total transparency, so I'm going to come clean with you right now on C.T.C.S. I am that guy. Yes, I am that guy. When nobody can find headphones for the people in CS or the little earpieces, guess who probably has it sitting in the front seat of their car? Yep, that's me. Yep, I am that guy. And not only do I have one headset, I've got 2 headsets, because I'm that guy. New guy, Bill? I'm that guy.
Where the heck did those come from?
Even sit out in my car.
You're the guy! Oh my God. I'm not going to say anything, but I wondered who that was.
I'm that guy.
Wow. It's okay.
We get our fair share of fake coupons, but I mean, just like when it comes to those that shoplift inside the store, there's such a pattern, and so what we've got to do is we've got to catch on to that pattern. And for instance, like this one is for bread, and it's $8.99 off. Wait. Per loaf, $8.99. That right there screams that's a fake. So we have to keep our eyes open for it, and people have to be aware, because I mean, sometimes you get so busy on the registers that you just say, okay, boopy, and then it's a fake. The last time I saw this couple inside the store was on Sunday, and I saw them go out the door with the groceries. And you don't go outside with them or anything like that. You just try not to ever forget those that have taken something away. So they come back into the store today, and I have all my team players on alert that, hey, look, these guys did this on Sunday. We need to make sure that they don't get through the store again and get through those doors. And so what I did was I went over, and you have to have the conversation. You get a conversation, you engage them in a conversation, and then you professionally lead them to your register or to a register. And sure enough, they got up to there, and their EBT card was a little bit rough, and they had to put a ton of stuff back. But it makes me wonder, were they going to go out the door again? Did they think they were going to do it, 2 times in a row with me? Well, this has never happened before. We have a 65, maybe a 70-year-old man who is going around the store, and he's sneaking up on behind people, and he's going boo, and he's scaring them. And so we've already got 3 complaints on this gentleman. And but I mean, he's thinking it's very funny. It's not funny. This is not a time where people, they want to be in on the joke. But I mean, we're contemplating now where we're just going to have to kind of escort the guy out of the store, because his joke is not everybody's joke tonight. There are 2 rules that you follow. Number 1, the customer is always right. Number 2, the general manager or the manager on duty is always right. So they're about ready to throw out the last few pieces of pizza. And what happens is a gentleman goes, I was hoping to have a full pizza, but I'll do a half a pizza, but can I only pay for half the pizza? And so I call my manager on duty and I say, okay, can they do this? And manager on duty says, you know my answer, buddy. And then the answer is yes, because he's taking care of the customer, because the customer is always right. So anyway, What happens is the people back in the deli call up another manager. That manager calls me up saying, what did you do that for? And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. This manager on duty said it was cleared. And so he says, and it's like, okay, I get it, but I had to do what my manager said. A dose of reality, self-checkout, woman, maybe 21, 22 years old, needle marks all the way up her left arm. I mean, literally all over. She's very dirty. Not looking good. And so at CS, what we did was we basically said, we're gonna wash you up. And so we got all the first aid kit and everything like that, and really did our best to kind of get those wounds cleaned up, because you know what, it's still a hole in your body and you can still get an infection. I don't care what kind of a drug you're on, we're still going to take care of you. This just in, this is breaking news. People are talking about it in the grocery store, at least people that work here. It looks like somebody stole one of our electric carts. And so now it's time to get out there in the parking lot and go throughout the entire shopping center and see where they have dropped off that cart. But once again, the shopping cart, the electric shopping cart, is gone. I'm in the shopping center parking lot right now. We've walked up pretty close to about 3/4 of the way around. And it's the only thing I can figure out is it's probably up on the main drag, up on the main street, and they probably took it up there to catch the bus, and then somebody will eventually bring it back. But that's where I'm headed to now. I'm going to walk all the way through the rest of the parking lot. This reminds me of the time where the electric cart was driven over to the liquor store. They went from our store to the liquor store and then just dropped it off there. So, it's not going to go that far. Somebody just needed it for the moment. But we've got security on this now. So now we've got 3 security officers out here trying to find the same exact cart. We just got word that the cart has been found. It was a 46-minute search, and so the manager on duty goes to security, well, where did you find it? No, we're going to have a face-to-face when I come in there. I'll let you know, but I'm not going to talk about it here. All right, back to the missing shopping cart. We've had problems with this particular guest, not twice, not 4 times, maybe 6 or 7 times, and she really has it in for the store. And what she does is that she comes and grabs the electronic shopping cart, and then she goes around the entire shopping center and does her shopping and stuff like that. And so security stopped her and said, look, you need to return it to the grocery store. And she gets irate, and he goes, I couldn't do anything because I'm security. But she looks like she's dressed in a hospital gown, and then she keeps going, call 911, call 911. So we've called 911, and we'll get to the bottom of this. Transition walk into day number 2. I have to do this pretty early today. The reason why is because I'm going to be with Jenna Malone, an actress, here at 11:50 this morning. And that's usually our walk time, Jazzy and I. And but that's the reason why I take a transition walk, because the guy who sits there and interviews people, like just a few minutes ago, I was with Senator Patrick Leahy. How do you go from interviewing or having conversations with these people of fame and of service, and then go be at a grocery store? Wait a second, I think I just had that answer. It was just given to me. Service. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Service. The first thing that I do when I arrive at the store every day, first of all, I check to see who's on the list, who's going to be a part of my team tonight. But then the second most important thing is I do the putbacks, because I measure my day on how well I remember where items are. It's one of those things. Basically, I'm just breathing the air so that I can really get into the atmosphere of the store to kind of get my vehicle moving at 150 miles per hour. But, I'm 6 for 6 today. So a little brain fog from the COVID, kind of maybe going away. I don't know, but looking good when it comes to putbacks. We believe in selling fresh produce, and we put a guarantee on that. And we had a guest that just came in and was kind of stern. You guys, this is the second time that I've had to buy peaches, because the first 2 times they were bad. They were bad in no time. I understand. And she goes, you guys have got to straighten your act up and start doing better peaches. And in that same sentence, then she says, man, I haven't been in this store since you guys reopened, which was a year and a half ago. So in that same sentence, we went from that we're selling her bad peaches at this location, but she hasn't been in here since we reopened. I'm very proud of the fact that I am the putback king. I'm very good at doing that and making sure you get it done very quickly. Well, here's the strangest twist today is that the manager comes over and says, somebody abandoned this cart. Can you please put this back? So I got 3/4 of the way back, and I happen to be walking in the front, and they go, CT, this is her cart. And so what does somebody do in customer service? Well, what we do is we say, I'm going to go get it all for you. I was the one that put it away. I know exactly what I put away. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. And that's what we did. So it was a test of memory on that, too, of what I did put away. Transition walk, day number 3. The mind is flooded. You know, I thought there was a lot of turnovers in radio. And the most recent turnovers in our store, we've lost a couple of managers and lost different people throughout the ranks and files. But I'll tell you, it affects the vibration. And maybe it's just a me thing, but I'm just somebody who likes to go to the same thing every day. I have the same habits every day. And when things are interrupted like that, it knocks me totally off balance. Because, you know, you go there expecting a certain amount of energy to be there. And when that's been disrupted, all of a sudden, you know, your platform is basically the rough waters of a mountain river. I should have a feature on this podcast that's, and now, the ass moment. One of my pet peeves, this is where I'm being an ass, carts. Carts are my pet peeve in the way that last night, because we park at the end of the parking lot, there were 4 carts out there when I left at 10 o'clock. They're still there. That means the bagger last night didn't do it, and the baggers today aren't doing it. I don't think there's anything more earth-shattering than walking into the store, your first few steps, and someone that's looking directly into your soul with fear in their eyes. An older woman has lost her keys, and I come walking in, and CT, you got to help me. CT, please. CT. And it's like, the mission is on. We got to find her keys, because, I mean, her eyes are on fire with fear. Did you look in your car? Were they in the car?
We're gonna put stuff in the car. We're gonna drive over.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
We'll get it.
All right, you have a great day, okay, you guys?
Yeah,
We've talked about the older gentleman that comes into the store and just starts screaming at people many, many times on C.T.C.S. And today, he came in and just started just laying into the store manager, just screaming at him. And you sit there and you listen to him. And about 5 minutes after he left the store, he comes back in and he walks around to every employee and he says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He says, I'm an 87-year-old man. Sometimes I get a little bit too loud. Oh my God, I get to have a 2-parter on this when it comes to this is an ass break. These baggers, dude, go out and get the carts. I'm on break. Who said that you were on break? Well, I just decided I'm going on break. No, we need the carts. Sorry, man. I'm on break. So guess who's out here getting these carts? This has been another ass break. Guess where I am? After bringing in all those carts on a 94-degree day here in the South, I am in the cooler, baby. Listen to that sound. All of that cool air. I feel like I'm on top of a mountain in Montana. Oh, man. I almost feel like I should be saying, this is C.T.C.S. I'm out. And what I mean by that is that, my God, if it was going to go wrong today, it is all going wrong. And what you do is you try to keep it positive. But, my God, I mean, what's happening is managers that are usually gone by 6 o'clock are still here at 8 o'clock because nobody came. Nobody came to work. Nobody came. 99.9% of the time, I'm too positive, and sometimes that kind of scares people off because what's wrong with this guy? He's always positive. But today I went from first to worst. I mean, it was just the things that just kept crashing after another. And of course, you know, business-wise and stuff like that, you need those moments so that you can learn from them, you can teach from them and stuff like that. But it just went from first to worst all the way. In fact, I even upset a guest. So much so, they had to see the manager on duty. And, you just sit there and you go, come on, I try to super take care of you. And even though I'm trying as hard as I can and you still treat me like I'm lying to you, it's like finally you just bite. You bite. And then I have to suffer the consequences. Transition walk, day number 4. Boy, I'm going to need to transition today. I'm still carrying the weight of yesterday's mess. You know what I did this morning? I actually called the store up at 7 o'clock this morning, and I asked the question. I go, hey, look, who's my bagger tonight? They look at the list and they tell me, and I said, has that person called in sick or anything like that? No, they'll be there. I said, okay, because if they weren't going to be there, I wasn't going to be there. How many times have you been in that position where at work, when other people's lack of loyalty and dedication, put you in a mindset that just really isn't great? By the way, I have a question for you. What did the fish say before it hit the concrete wall? What did the fish say before it hit the concrete wall? Damn. Fred is a regular, and he comes in to do one thing every day, several times a day. He plays the lottery. So he just came in, and he was 13 cents off. It was basically $2.50 of the lottery, but he was 13 cents off. And I said, Fred, I need 13 cents. He says, I come in here every day. Figure it out. And I go, Fred, I need 13 cents. I'm not going to pay you. And so I was like, God, what are we going to do here? Do I create a scene? I mean, it's just a stupid lottery ticket. We'll bite the big one on that. And I found the 13 cents and got it off. When it comes to products, the products on the shelf are there for a reason. And what I mean by that is that if there's a big sale, like right now, there's some protein bars that are 10 for $10. Well, guess what? The protein bars that are there are not the ones that are 10 for $10. So that means that the 10 that the guy had, we were charging $2.50 per, but he got 10 for $10, but it was in the wrong place. And that's why it is so important when it comes to stocking and stuff like that. You've got to put the right stuff in the right place, or we lose money. It's not even a holiday, and this store is so full. And this is how full it is. There are no carts, and there are no baskets for anybody. They're waiting in lines in order to get into the store. It's what it is. It's the Sunday before the first day back to school, and people are buying because they need the food. Hey, I need to give you an update on what happened yesterday. The woman who had lost her keys, and we were searching the store up and down and all over the place. Then she goes down to Walgreens, and she's couldn't find them there either. And then we kept asking her, are they out in the car? Are they out in the car? And she just wouldn't go out to the car to find out if she locked them in there. Maybe it was an embarrassing thing or something like that. So we just learned is that after she went home to get the key, she comes back to the store, goes to her car. It was running, and the doors were open. Conclusion. Shocking that somebody didn't steal that car.